So we need to talk about the ego when we're talking about manifestation. And I know this has come up a lot, and a lot of other teachers and coaches like to explain the ego as something that's bad and negative, and you want to, get rid of it. And I sort of teach it in a slightly different way. I like to teach it as working with the ego, but not in the sense that you're tolerating it, but in the sense that you understand it's just part of this 3D matrix that we are navigating life through in this world, and we're going to have an ego. It's just part of it. And so to deal with that, instead of identifying with the ego, just knowing that you can at any I explain it in a way where it's almost like you're putting on a mask, okay? And you're wearing this mask, this ego mask, and sometimes you forget that you are I am awareness, you are God, you are source. And you are so identified with this ego version of you that you can't perceive or think or feel anything that's outside of that ego. So my point of view is that you want to become the observer of your ego, become the observer of your mind. And how you do this is just simply by becoming aware and conscious of what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and deciding that that is not who you are, because that really is not who you are. Who you are is awareness, it's consciousness, it's God, source energy, right? And from this place, you can understand that you can choose whatever ego, I also call this the mind, that you can embody. So you want to let go of an ego that no longer serves you, right? That is still telling the old story. Now, I've come across a couple other creators on here that have talked about it in a way where, and I actually like the way that they explain it, where it's almost like a little me or a little I. That is the ego. The big I, the big me is I am awareness. I am God. I am source. And I think that's, if you don't want to think of ego, if ego is a triggering word for you, I think that's a great way to describe it, okay? Is to say that, hey, that's just a little me. That's just a little I. That's not who I truly am, right? I am the big I. I am approaching manifestation and living my life from this point of view, and not from the little me or little I, right? And when you approach it from that way, or when you think about it from that way, it becomes so much easier to not identify with that, because you're not coming from that point of view anymore, from the little I and little me. I talk about it as like an ego or a mask that you wear. And you approach it from your I am awareness, God, source, energy, that you can choose what technically ego mind you would like to embody, put on, wear that mask. And that would be essentially the version of you that already has your manifestation, okay? So that's how it ties back to manifesting. But ultimately, you can take that version off, because eventually once you've manifested all those things, that's going to become your new old identity. You're going to take that one off. You're going to take, that's going to be your still another version of your little ego, little I, little me. And then you're going to go back into your I am awareness and source and pick another one, right? And that's how you deal with the ego.